This is Dr. Suresh Kumar, your biology expert. For the continuity of the previous class, I would like to continue in this same topic, that is nothing but sexual reproduction in your flowering plants. As I told you previously, the total chapter is divided into small parts. It is not more than 5 minutes or 6 minutes. It's easy to understand and it's easy to study also. So today I am giving the part 2 of the sexual reproduction in the second year first chapter. Let us discuss what kind of questions are there from the line to line of NCERT. See this. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. We see the part 2. Here the heading under the flower, a fascinating organ of angiosperms. Under this first line, human beings have had an intimate relationship with flowers since the time of immortal. So immortal means very old. On this there is a chance to ask the question. Human beings have had an intimate relationship. So here, from when onwards, the human beings had an intimate relationships with the flowers. Then here immediately we can go for since the time of immortal. Immortal means very old age onwards. Next. Flowers are objects of. The human beings have been using the flowers or objectives first, few of things. What are those means? Objectives for aesthetic values, that means beauty values. Second is ornamental values, social values, religious values and cultural values. So these are the values. So the flowers are objects of different kinds of values. The human beings have been using this. Next, if you see that flowers have been used as symbols for conveying important human feelings. From the long back, human beings have been using the flowers to convey important human feelings. What are those important feelings? On that we can expect some of the questions. Now what are those important human feelings? Means first love, second affection, third happiness, fourth grief. What do you mean by grief? Generally an intense sorrow, especially caused by the someone's death. Then second, last one is mourning. This is also this kind of expression of sorrows. Next here, we are having the number of flowers, number of plants, that means number of flowering plants. On that few questions are there. As per NCERT, list any 5 flowering plants which have ornamental values. Ornamental values. Then here you see that as usually rose, lilies, orchids, tulip and begonia. These are commonly cultured flowering plants in homes as well as gardens. We can expect here the question. Right? Next. You see this. Find out any 5 more flowers which are used in the social, culture, celebrations in your family. This is also nothing but we can say that rose, marigold, jasmine, orchids, daffodil. So here one more 2 questions are there. What do you mean by floriculture? Floriculture. Here the branch of horticulture deals with cultivation, management, marketing of flowering plants and ornamental crops. Very, very important question we can expect. Next, this floriculture includes production of flowers for gardens, landscaping, cutting of the plants, then commercial use. Now lastly, we see that define horticulture. What do you mean by horticulture? We said that floriculture is a part of horticulture. Then now we should consider what is horticulture. Horticulture is a branch of agriculture that deals with cultivation, management, production of vegetables, herbs, ornamental plants, nuts, seeds and flowers. Collectively called as, that is nothing but horticulture. Next. Here, you know that what do you mean by flowers? Different people will give the different statements, but as per biologists, what do you mean by flower? So here, we are asking the question, as per biologists, what are flowers? As per biologists, flowers are morphological marbles and embryological marbles. Marbles means wonders. Morphological, external, embryological, embryo related after the fertilization. Not only this, and second, these are the sites of sexual reproduction. These are the sexual reproduction. So these are the points which are mentioned in the Psrt, line to line, and expecting different kinds of questions. Once again, I just go through slowly the total screen, what we discussed just now. We can go ahead. Very slowly I'll go ahead. Just look at it. The black color indicates NCERT. So this is about the flower, fascinating organ in angiosperms. Angiosperms are nothing but flowering plants. Thank you. Next continuation in the next part of the video. We can go ahead. Thank you. All the best.